I learned this the hard way. The moment you start explaining yourself, you hand your power to someone who never deserved it. And the worst part, most people don't want your explanation. They want your submission.
If you've ever walked away from a conversation feeling guilty, shaky, and weirdly ashamed, even though you did nothing wrong, this video is for you. Today, I'll show you the 3 types of people you should never explain yourself to, and what a Stoic does instead.
I remember sitting across from someone I cared about. They looked calm, almost polite. And then they said, "Explain why you did that."
So I did. I opened my chest and poured out every reason, every detail, every intention. I tried to be fair. I tried to be understood.
And while I was talking, I saw it. Their face didn't change. Their mind wasn't opening. They weren't listening to understand. They were collecting words to use against me.
That night, I realized something brutal. Explaining yourself to the wrong person is self-harm in slow motion.
The first person you never explain yourself to is the prosecutor. This is the person who already decided you're guilty. They don't ask questions to learn. They ask questions to trap.
They want a confession, not clarity.
You say one sentence, they twist it. You add context, they call it excuses. You show emotion, they call you unstable.
And if you keep talking, you're not defending yourself anymore. You're negotiating your dignity. Stoic move. You refuse the courtroom because your life is not a trial.
What I say now, I'm not debating this. I've made my decision. I won't explain myself to someone who isn't here in good faith.
Then I stop. No extra paragraphs, no nervous smiling, no begging them to be fair. Because a Stoic knows you don't control their verdict. You control your boundaries. The second person you never explain yourself to is the guilt merchant. They survive on your guilt. They feed on, "After everything I've done for you." They weaponize your kindness and call it love.
And when you explain yourself to them, they don't hear reasons, they hear weak spots. You say, "I'm tired." They say, "So you don't care about me." You say, "I need space." They say, "So I'm too much for you." Notice the pattern? They don't want a solution. They want you back under control. Listen, this part stings. If you are the type who over-explains, you're usually not too nice. You're afraid. Afraid of being disliked, afraid of conflict, afraid of losing approval. That fear makes you easy to manipulate.
Stoic move. You accept discomfort. You let them be unhappy. You stop trying to manage their emotions like it's your job. What I say now, no, and I let that be a full sentence. The third person you never explain yourself to is the spectator, the gossip, the crowd, the comments section. They don't care about truth. They care about entertainment.
They want a story to repeat, a screenshot to share, a version of you they can laugh at. If you explain yourself to them, you're handing them material. They'll edit your life into a cartoon.
A Stoic understands this deeply. Other people's opinions are outside your control, so stop trying to fix every misunderstanding.
Because some people don't misunderstand you by accident. They misunderstand you on purpose. So stay solid. Don't perform, don't plead, and don't chase the last word. Let your results speak louder than your rebuttals.
Let me be clear. Stoicism is not never communicating.
Let me be clear. Stoicism is not never communicating.
But even then, you explain once, calm, short, factual, not a long apology. If you're constantly explaining yourself, you're living like you need permission to exist. You are not a defendant. You are not a performer. You are not a servant to other people's comfort. A Stoic doesn't beg to be understood by people committed to misunderstanding them. You don't need everyone to get you. You need to respect you.
If you're done over-explaining, comment below.
And if you want more Stoic lessons that sharpen your mind, subscribe.